They also want to make it look like a lot of these people are against each other, right? And this is actually the biggest good point by a lot of people when they say, Jeff, they're not all on one team, and they're not all working 100% together to control, enslave, and destroy and kill everyone on Earth. And actually, I would say they kind of are, but they don't even know it.
Have come from families with a history of child abuse, because multi-generational child abuse makes a child more susceptible to mind control. And most of the characters we see as world leaders are not only actors on a stage, they are oblivious because they have suffered a lifetime of abuse and mind control. The overwhelming majority of people on Team Evil are not all in on it. They simply do as they are told. They follow orders, and they don't ask questions. These families see having children as a means of gaining power and wealth. They see their own children as property, as slaves to do the family's bidding.
Because at the highest level, it's basically Satan.
And who could it have been? Let's see, I don't know. Let me think. Let me knock on Mr. Noggin. Who could trick us into doing that? Could have been Satan.
Incredible scheme where they make it look like they're all about charity with all the local people, but they use it to pick out the top psychopaths to move up to the 33rd degree, and then they actually tell them some of the truth, and then they try to basically run the world. At the highest level, I'm pretty sure that the top people have control of all the top people at those levels. Like, he wears Satan outfits for Halloween, and here's his girlfriend. Oh, and here's his mom throwing all the one-eyed symbolism signs. Oh, and his family ran the Technocratic Party of Canada in the 1930s before there was technology. And then they had diamond mines, and he said he was poor. But, they throw people out there like that, and they try to, pump them up. And they use the mind control, the television programming, and go, look, he's super smart and rich. And a lot of people think that's really cool. And they just throw him out there.
Elon Musk announced over a year ago that he planned to convert Twitter into an everything app, like China's WeChat, an app to do everything, including online banking and finance. Last April, Musk announced that Twitter Incorporated has been renamed to X Corporation. He created a new artificial intelligence company known as X.AI, and he partnered with eToro for stock and crypto exchange. The media would have you believe that Elon Musk is an independent billionaire genius whose dream is to revolutionize banking. But this story is demonstrably false. The facts tell us that Elon Musk is a front man for the same old. But because he says there are only two genders, he has gained the trust of a radicalized people in a time of war. Musk says he grew up poor, but his family was rich with emeralds and had a history of abuse and witchcraft, telltale signs of multi-generational mind control. Musk received tens of thousands of dollars from his parents to launch his first business venture, a digital phone book known as Zip2. Outside coders were hired to write the entire thing because Elon couldn't code. Zip2 sold for millions and went nowhere, but Elon made $22 million and, with the help of the mainstream media, launched his new persona as a quirky pop star genius. He then acquired X.com and announced he would create an online bank known as X. He partnered with banking experts who all left the company after accusing Elon of lying to the media about the product. Elon Musk is believed to have co-founded PayPal. This is false. In 2000, Musk sold his failing X.com business to Confinity, a company founded in 1998 by Peter Thiel and Max Levchin. All Musk reportedly did there was insist on changing the company's name to X. He was forced out, but somehow managed to get them to agree in writing to remove all references to founders from the company website. Musk made nearly $200 million off the sale of PayPal, a company that he contributed nothing to, and then used that money, along with the illusion of being a successful businessman co-founder, to buy his way into Tesla. Tesla Motors was founded in 2003 by Mark Tarpenning and Martin Eberhard, who developed the Tesla Roadster. When Tesla accepted millions from Elon, it came with the condition that he be named chairman of the company. Even though he only contributed money, Musk was unable to hide his anger that the media wasn't giving him credit for Tesla Motors. And after forcing Eberhard out of the company, he rewrote their history to have himself listed as an original co-founder. The obvious fake persona of a billionaire quirky genius has worked so well that few even question SpaceX. The official story is that Elon, who has absolutely no experience with rocket science, came up with the idea for SpaceX while traveling to Russia with the CIA's Michael Griffin of In-Q-Tel. Shortly after this conversation, Griffin was made administrator of NASA, where he launched the COTS program that privatized NASA's rocket program and awarded $278 million to SpaceX, who had never made or flown any rockets. Musk then partnered with rocket engineer Tom Mueller, who went on to produce rocket technology that has clearly been developed for years in the private sectors of the military-industrial complex. Elon's companies have received billions in government subsidies over the last 2 decades, money that was later spent on the purchase of Twitter, where he immediately began the process of turning it into an everything app with its own banking system. Or rather, the ruling class cabal that pulls his strings is turning Twitter into an everything app with its own banking system. And that should be alarming. But he says there are only 2 genders, and families are good, and people love a hero. They don't need to chip you to control you. We already have iris scanners and palm scanners. A cashless society will do the job. And for many, Elon's X will be preferable to Amazon's palm scanners. The illusion of choice will make your financial enslavement less painful.
But did you notice, not only was the X logo featured in Simpsons like years ago, but it's also a super lame logo. It's just an X, or is it? It's an X with like 2 levels on one side and 1 level on another side. Well, let's put that up against a mirror, and what do you get? Freemasons. Yeah, no surprise. There's almost everything that most people use has hidden symbolism in it. Like here's the Apple App Store, Freemason logo. The Android product store, totally different company, Freemason logo. It's the Masonic square and compass. Here's Gmail from Google. It's the Masonic Royal Arch apron. Here's FBI book, also Masonic. Google Chrome. That actually has 666 in it. It's the Divine King sign, 666. Of course, Google GPS, all the one-eyed symbolism, that's everywhere. And of course, Google Play, the pyramid capstone. It's all hidden in plain sight.